Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. Last time we ended with doing this bonus quest you can do for Strago. It really is something that kind of does feel thrown into the game. But it's just something extra you can do. I'm not complaining about it. And by doing that quest, we picked up a new lore, or blue magic for Strago. Grand Delta. Cost a whopping 64 MP. Alright, now what I want to do is what I'm doing right now. Because eventually, hopefully, I should get lucky. Let me try something. Oh, fuck me. I was trying to look into this a little bit earlier to make sure I knew how to do this. I think I might be able just to spam the same end over and over again, and I might as well do it here, where it just costs 1 gil. And me being a cheapskate's not the only reason why I just want to spam this place over and over. So I don't want to just fucking run around the world and go to end to end to end. Like, it'll just be the easiest and most proficient just to fucking spam the same one over and over again. If it works. I'm just scared it won't work like that. It won't give them to me. It's not giving them to me now. I'm just scared I'm not doing something right to be able to trigger this shit. Here, I'm trying to look up more shit about this. Well, apparently this end... I can't get any more dreams from this end. It says there's a 50% chance to get these dreams. I guess I've just been unlucky. The two other the two other ends I've stayed in, I didn't get them. So I don't know if there's a bit to stay in here. Oh, here we go. I'm just not getting shit. Just fuck me. fucking... What I was just reading would tell me, it didn't have to be an end, it could be a single bed, and there's a 50% chance. There's always a 50% chance, except for the one at the Masa. Cool. Am I like locked out of getting any more dreams for some reason? There's nothing online that tells me so. There's nothing online that can fucking tell you anything. Like, I swear, it's like I'm fucking locked out of getting any more dreams for whatever reason. For whatever fucking reason. But nothing online can tell me shit. I swear, it's always been fucking impossible to find shit online about Final Fantasy. You try to look something up, and just so often it's just such bullshit. You look something up about Kingdom Hearts, and it feels like you're more likely gonna find what you're looking for. I mean, the game just won't give me any dreams. It just won't give me any. I'm locked out for some reason. Can you get locked out of getting dreams for Shadow? For Shadow. In the end game. Even when you have him in your party. I finally got... Okay, damn it. I got one. Clyde, how could you? I was your partner. You should be here with me. Join me, Clyde. So you know when you hear that music, you're not getting a dream. Oh, here we go. Yo! We did it, Clyde! A million gil. What a blast. This is the life. Guess it's time we thought of a name, huh? A name? All good band duos need a name. I, sort of have one in mind. Well, let's hear it. I will say this about Final Fantasy VI. I wish some of these characters, like Barum here, is a perfect example. I wish they had more distinct looks. Barum here, he's just a fucking... This is an NPC that we run into everywhere. Like the eye patch man, pirate dude, NPC. That's all he is. They just use that NPC to be... and put it in the role of Clyde's partner. You know, I wish they would have came up with a unique NPC or a unique design for his partner instead of just like copy and paste over a pirate dude. But nope. Gal's dad is another one. The old man, the crazy old man. Like, that's just a fucking NPC that's used all over the place. The old man, like the old man with the beard and shit. Like, you see that fucking everywhere. Well, let's hear it. The Shadow Bandits. What do you think? Not bad, eh? The Shadow Bandits. Great train robbers of the century. Train robbers, huh? And I had you with me when I was on the Phantom train. I don't think there's any hint nudges when you have Shadow with you on the Phantom train. Like, it would be cool if they would have had like one or two things that they could have had. I don't know, they could have had a couple of things that kind of poked at the fact that Shadow is a expert train robber. They could have had him show he's an expert on trains. Like, we could have been like, oh, what do we need to do? And Shadow could have spoken and be like, we need to get to the... We need to stop this train. To do so, we need to do this and that, and we need to get to the front. And then Sabin could have made some reply like, gee, Shadow, you sure know a lot about trains. And then Shadow could have had like a text box that went ... Yeah, they could have done something like that, or maybe like a ghost NPC could have said something like, ooh, I know who you are, you're the great Shadow. Well, yeah, it could have been like, I know who you are, Shadow. Of all trains, you've picked this one now? You must be pretty confident in your skills. Man, I could never get him right away. What the fuck? I wonder how much gil I'm gonna end up spending when it's all said and done. Open your eyes. How bad is it? This isn't my blood, is it, Clyde? Don't worry, you're gonna be okay. I'm sorry. I let my guard down. Don't talk. The town's just a bit farther. You don't have to pretend. I know. This is my blood, isn't it? I'm done for. Get going. Leave me here. I'd only slow you down. But you want to get caught? Before you go, I have a favor to ask. Please finish me off with your knife. How could you ask me to do something like that? You know what they'll do to me if they catch me alive. I don't want to have to go through that. Touch my arm. Feel it shaking? I've never been afraid in my life, and now I'm quivering like a leaf. Please, before I wet myself and have to die a coward, just take your knife and... I can't do it. Clyde! I'm sorry. Clyde! How could you? Yep. Remember when we first met Shadow? And Edgar was like, oh, steer clear of him. I'm not sure what he says in this game. I know in the original game he's like, Edgar's like, he slit his own mother's throat for a nickel. If early on they paint Shadow as this just cold and ruthless, who'll do anything, whatever it takes, for his best interests. How small it may be. But really, he was someone that couldn't even... He didn't even have it in him to take his old buddy's life when he was begging him to. I think there's one more dream for us to find. I don't think single beds do work, because I've tried resting this big multiple times here. Hey. Hey, are you alright? Where am I? In a small village called the... Come on, now pull yourself together. The Masa. I think that's all the dreams. So there's a sixth stream you can view, but I think that's only if you didn't save Shadow at the you didn't wait for Shadow on the floating continent. I'm trying to view now and look and see I'm trying to look now and see the sixth stream. It's actually Realm stream. Oh, trying to find it here on YouTube. Yeah, if you don't wait for Shadow on the floating continent, then I guess he just dies with the floating continent. And instead of finding him in that Velt cave, Rome will be in there. And you'll get a different dream sequence. Remember when we rescued Shadow out of there and put him in the bed in Thamasa? We were given a dream sequence. We were given a dream right there of him leaving Thamasa. But if it's Realm you get a different dream, and that's the only way, I guess, you can get that dream. So I'm trying to watch it now. Interesting. It seems to be the same dream Shadow has, but it's just more to it now. It shows Realm and Strago inside their house in Thamasa, and Realm is like, "Oh, where did Papa go? Is he never coming back?" And Interceptor's in there with them, and he's barking and hopping around, and then he runs out to where Clyde is, who is Shadow. And yes, never said so in this Let's Play before. But Shadow is Realm's father. It's never explicitly said, but there's definitely enough evidence that suggests, yes, Shadow is Realm's father. That lady we saw in one of his dreams, Shadow and her got together and got pregnant with Realm. And I guess at some point Shadow went to pick up some milk and never came back. And I guess, I don't know. You know, this is Final Fantasy. Everybody in Final Fantasy has to have dead parents, it seems like. So I guess Realm's mother died at some point early on in her life. Maybe died of childbirth. But yeah. Man, I'm tired of being sick. This is the third day. Ugh, I've had this sickness. Today was the worst day. I was off from work today, and I woke up and my fever was worse than it's been. And I did not want to get out the bed for anything. It feels like I've slept all day. I took medicine again. I woke up from a nap at like 5:15. Right now I feel fine. I don't have a fever. But I still have this cough. I have this runny nose and I'm sneezing. So I apologize. But yeah, those dreams you get of Shadow are pretty cool. I think you might even be able to get them in the World of Balance too. But I just don't know if you get many opportunities to stay at and then with Shadow. Like during Sabins, during the part of the game, where you're doing Sabin scenario, and when you have Shadow with you, are there any towns you can really visit? FF6. Can you see any of Shadow's dreams in the World of Balance? Like, it's gotta be pretty cool, pretty wild. I mean, as a kid, maybe even haunting, to go to an inn, think you're just gonna rest and get your HP and MP back, and then you get, just out of nowhere, one of those dreams of Shadow, especially the one where, like, Baron just shows up on a black background and it's like, Clyde, how could you? Alright, there's something else. There's something I looked up earlier today. And I want to try this. Damn, I can't believe I only have one Mega Elixir. What the fuck? I haven't used any. Alright, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do this right. If I only have one Mega Elixir, I'm gonna have to fucking use my save file. Use my save file until I win. Instant death magic. I think that might come in handy for this battle. So look here, here's one of them right now. Somebody that looks just like Shadow's old colleague. And another one. I guess I never went in this room. It seems that an imposter has been masquerading as me recently. Don't be tricked. Yep, Siegfried. Remember him? Remember when we saw him early on on the Phantom train? We fought him and he was a cakewalk and. He took that treasure from us. And then we saw him again in the Figaro cave. And he was swiping some treasure up there. Well, this guy, I guess, is saying that was an imposter. And we can fight the real one now. Welp. I guess it's just not possible. That's probably a magic. Yeah, I guess we got no shot against this thing. So yeah, that's the real deal. He is no joke. He is not a joke and a pushover like the imposter. He's just a treasure hunter. And we never get to see the imposter again. I wish they would have done more with that, just a little bit more. Like you could have ran into the imposter one more time and maybe fought him again and kind of get closure with him. But definitely some shades of Gilgamesh there with the imposter. Except the Gilgamesh can actually still put up a fight. I just picked the lowest level characters I have. I need you for what I want to do next. And we'll use both the brothers Figaro. And Setzer. What the fuck? Thought I took everything off everybody. And I have all three characters in my party that I don't really need to get attack magic with. Look, here you go, Saban. I've run out of non-attack magic spells that are decent or better to get you, so work on Ultima. Alright. Wow. And that's where I'm gonna have to end this episode. Until next time.